Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I'm taking a look at a level 2 EV charger that was sent to me by the team over at EVDANCE. One of the first things that stood out to me was the quality of the main cable that goes into the breaker. The version that I got is a hardwired version, and so I do have a few extra steps before I can get this charger going, but I was just very impressed with the connectors on each of the cables. It feels very secure and it looks like it's very safe. The only thing not included with this version of the charger is of course the circuit or the breaker that you're going to install into your breaker box in order to make this operate. It comes with the charger itself, the charger plug. This version I have is the J1772 version. There's a wall mount for the charger, there's a dock for the charger plug, and then also to help wrap or organize the cable. I really like the overall look and design of this charger. The charger that I came from was a Blink HQ charger, which was basically just a big square that was mounted on the wall. So I really appreciate how good it actually looks when it's powered on. The light, screen, everything, it looks like a very attractive product, something that you would like to have mounted on your wall. So I mentioned earlier that this is a hardwired product, so I did have to do a little bit of wiring in order to get this going. However, I'm not going to show too much of this or talk about it because I'm not going to recommend that you try to do this. I just have to basically turn off the power, run the wires and replace them where they currently exist, and then turn the power back on. So I don't recommend that you do this unless you're a professional or have a professional help you with this installation. One of the really cool features about this charger is that it has an app that's paired with the charger. Now the app itself is going to tell you information about your current session, like how many volts and amps the charger is pulling, how many kilowatt hours have been delivered to the car, how long the charging session, things like that. But one of the coolest things that I think is about this charger is that the amperage itself is adjustable. So that can be done through the app itself. Basically, right now I have a 40 amp breaker. And so I should be setting this to 32 amps. So there's about an 80% usage of that 40 amps. So that's going to keep everything safe. But say, for example, if down the road I wanted to change that 40 amp breaker to a 60 amp breaker, then I could set this to 50 amps and it would charge a little bit faster, take a little bit less time, just pulling a little bit more power. Compared to my previous charger, that was just set at 40 amps. So it was going to pull 32 amps no matter what. But this charger here, I like the fact that it's adjustable in case down the road I did want to expand that to make sure that this would charge up a little bit faster. Another really good thing about this app is how responsive it is. It's very quick, so when you need to check status of the charging session, it's very quick on showing you the information that you need. Now I have a Honda and a Tesla that are both EVs, and the Tesla app is actually very good at showing you charging session information, but the Honda is really bad. It takes a really long time to load, to connect to the car, to talk to it, to tell you. Oftentimes I just have to reboot the whole thing. It takes at least a minute or two before it will load. With this app, it's very quick. As soon as I open the app, it shows me how much power has been delivered, how long the session is going, and things of that nature. So it's, in comparison to the Honda app, it is way better. As far as compared to the Tesla app, it's very similar, just different. So it's as responsive, I would say, as the Tesla app, maybe a little bit better, but the Tesla probably gives you a little bit more catered or specific information to that actual vehicle versus what this does is just general information about charging. But it still is very helpful with what the information it does provide. All right, so that's a wrap on the install. As I said before, this is a really good looking piece of hardware. Mounted on the wall with the lights on and everything, it just looks really good. However, I feel like it reminds me just a little bit of Eve from WALL-E, and I think that's really cool actually. The last two things in this video that I'd like to discuss are kind of related, the charging cable and also the plug itself. The charger is IP66 rated for waterproof, and inside of the handle or the plug, you can see there is actually a gasket there to keep water intrusion from getting into your plug. So if you ever did have to charge outside, you can rest assured that no water is actually going to get into the vehicle and damage the battery system. And finally, that brings me to the cable itself. I'm in Northern California, so summers here get really hot. Ambient temperature in my garage is actually about 92, 93 degrees. So the charger itself sits just a little above that, around 100 degrees when I'm charging. And the cable gets anywhere between 100 up to 110, 111, which sounds like it's really hot. But as you can see from the video, I'm able to handle the cable. It doesn't hurt my hands. It's not too hot to touch. It is, I think, just seems a little warm because of the ambient temperature in my garage already. And with all that said, the very last thing, if you guys do decide that you do want to purchase this charger, EVDANCE has been so kind as to offer my viewers a discount code of 25% off the purchase from their website. So make sure that you look in the link below for that discount code ADTL25. Enter that at checkout to receive your 25% discount off of any charger that you choose from their website. This was just kind of a quick brief overview of my experience using this charger. I do plan to create a follow-up video after using it with pros and cons, or anything that I do find concerns, issues, or anything I can let you guys know about to keep you well informed if this is the right charger for you. So far, my overall impressions, I'm absolutely very much impressed with this charger, and I would 100% recommend it to anybody looking for an EV level 2 charger that they might need for their vehicles. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to the team over at EVDANCE for making this video possible. I really appreciate the opportunity to review this product, and I hope that you guys found this useful. So thank you again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.